I always thought the greatest thing that happened to me was being born a Rayburn. No, I'm not so sure.
This show is about hidden dynamics in the Rayburn family who run this family business that's an institution in the Florida Keys.
To the Rayburns!
Like every family, the Rayburn family has things in the past that they'd rather not talk about.
Date is November 11th, 1983. Interviewing John Rayburn.
In the very first episode, we catch a glimpse of a future event, and it's clear that it's a cataclysmic event in the life of this family. The storyline is about a black sheep coming home.
The oldest brother, played by Ben Mendelsohn, he's returning to his roots, and he's asking to work in the family business.
Danny is something a little unusual in that he's the eldest son, but he's also the whipping post. And Danny's got his own reasons for wanting to come back.
Ben Mendelsohn brings an incredible vulnerability to the role, and he's also someone who can turn on a dime and bring a rather magnificent menace to the role.
You will never see my face again.
The father, played by Sam Shepard, loves the Keys, basically opened a boat marina and enjoys life.
He's an old hippie, you know. But I think he's very much present in the family, and like a lot of fathers, he's wanting to see himself in his children.
You know, all except for the oldest. He didn't fit in with his father's way of looking at the world, and in adolescence, certain events took place in the family that really pushed him even farther.
There's always this suspicion about Danny. It's impossible for him to be a real member of the family, you know.
Sally Rayburn, played by Sissy Spacek, got kind of caught up in Robert Rayburn's dream, and together they built this thing from the ground up.
They appear to be just a regular husband and wife. They have a wonderful, long history together. They've been together 40 years plus, and they've built this small empire, and they've raised all these children.
How's my girl?
But every family has a deep well of experience that occasionally raises its ugly head.
When we first meet the characters, they all have perspectives on each other. As we spend more time with them, we begin to learn more about what each one is doing in their private life. There are 4 siblings in the family, and 3 of the siblings live in close proximity to each other. John, played by Kyle Chandler, who's been the rock of the family.
He's the fixer. He's the good guy. He's the guy that always solves problems. As long as he doesn't look too close, he's a happy guy.
Kyle Chandler is just a joy. He's such a generous actor.
The youngest brother, played by Norbert Leo Butz, is named Kevin Rayburn.
Kevin Rayburn is kind of a life-of-the-party guy who maybe hasn't grown up all the way, makes his living refurbishing people's boats, and this business is not going well. So he's a guy at a real crossroads who finds himself having to make some choices.
Where are you going?
And the sister, played by Linda Cardellini, her name is Meg Rayburn, is the youngest of all the siblings, and she did go to college, ended up going to law school, and then after law school moved back to the Keys.
She sort of lives her life doing what she thinks is best for her family. And of course, because the family starts to unravel, so does she.
In looking at this family, we don't see any of them as good or bad. We're not taking sides. We like to create the characters and then have them behave as we feel they would behave, and let the chips fall where they may.
We're not bad people, but we did a bad thing.